of course, he's not in his best shape because the last two matches were quite heavy, and not only because, as you know, he's a player that always receives quite a lot of kick and other hit all over the body. So he's recovering, and yeah, tomorrow we will take the decision.
Yeah. Well, what are the chances that he will be able to play tomorrow?
Quite a lot.
Is it worth taking any risks with him tomorrow?
Again, it's something that we need to consider. We will take every single minute and to take the best decision possible. You know the situation in front. Without Wout, with Brian in this situation is not, of course, the easiest, and without Rasmussen as well, is not the easiest situation. So we have to take a risk. Some risk, because of course it's an important competition for us, but of course we have to be as well clever and calculate everything.
Yeah. What are the most important alternatives tomorrow?
But you know that we played already some other matches without Brian and without Wout, and we found different alternatives. So also for tomorrow there are different possibilities that we can explore. But as I said, in this case, I think it's very important to try to take as much time as possible to really be accurate in a decision that we are going to take.
How relieved are you with the availability of Matthäus?
No, it's not about relieved, because I think Jay played a very important match. Of course, with the injury of Remco, I think it was important for the club to register Matthäus, and we were okay with the rules, and everything went in the proper direction. So it's good to have two of our goalkeepers, both of them registered for the competition.
Dan ga ik naar je trainers vragen hoe hij dat ziet. Francesco, both before and after the match in Amsterdam, you talked about the enormous physicality of Eintracht Frankfurt. Physicality comes in many shapes, right? The number of sprints, the spaces you can cover, one-on-one challenges. What's the most difficult thing to compensate?
But as David said, the difference is there from that point of view. Is not, but it's something that is quite clear and yeah, that you can recognize with evidence. In the other part, I think it's also like the fact that we did, for me, a very good match in Amsterdam. We conceded 3-4 situations where I think the lack of physicality was there, but was not the main factor. I mean, this was the part that make the chance became a chance, but we could have solved it, let's say, in a different way with small details. So yeah, also for tomorrow is going to be a topic, but more than anything else, the most important part is the way that we are going to approach the match and the attention in the small things.
Yeah, you talked about Brian Brobby making the decision tomorrow. It's not like a muscle injury. Is there a situation where he can either play and then maybe probably start, or is there a situation that if he would play, it would only be for a very short time at the end of the game?
No, both options are there. As I say, it still is a situation that is under evaluation from the medical and the performance department, and of course also the feeling of Brian are going to be important in this evaluation. And when I will have all the info, I will sit with myself and I will take the final decision.
So it's not excluded that he might start. No. Yeah. Also, you brought both Rijkhoff and Don Angelo Konadu. Traoré can play as a striker as well. I thought bringing all of them, maybe you're actually considering starting with Don Angelo Konadu. Is that an option, or is that too early for him?
Yeah, no, of course, at the moment all the possibilities are on the table. So we are in a particular scenario, and we have to treat with particular attention and with particular decision.
But can you say something about his development? How much closer he is to first team?
About Konadu?
Yes.
No, I think he's a player that I really like his attitude, how he came and he stepped with the first team. He's a player that really likes to work. He integrated himself really well with the team, with the group, and he's doing well. So I think last day the impact that he brought on the game was a positive one. He had a couple of interesting situations. Of course, to play at this level, level is difficult and complicated for everybody, but I think his approach has been really positive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Francesco, which is more important for you, the Eredivisie or the Europa League?
Always the same. No, I think like as Davy said, the one of tomorrow is the game number 18 for us in Europe, so it's really difficult to prioritize. For me, the most important part, as always, is the next match. So the game of tomorrow is an important one. I think we prepare ourselves once again with attention, desire, with a clear plan in terms of tactical approach, but as well from the mental point of view. So yeah, I think we are ready for the game. We know and we respect a lot our opponent, but again, we are here to try to make our job done.
Okay. Would a match with extra time be the worst case scenario for you? With extra time?
No, it's a scenario that in this way is good, because it means that in the 90 minutes we will be able to turn the results around, and if this is the case, we will go all the way through, and if it's needed the penalty, we will be more than happy to arrive till there.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Floors, Ronnie Island.
Francesco, what is the most important lesson you learned from the game in Amsterdam?
Every match is definitely an opportunity to learn. In the meeting of this morning, we were reviewing a couple of clips, and for me, what is good for me, for the staff, for the players, for everybody, is to learn that when the competition and the level of the competition goes higher, you cannot really give away anything. So there are, many small things. I think, for example, the example of the second goal is a nice picture about, okay, a situation that most probably it was a foul, but how many things we could have managed in a different way till the last, from when the action starts until the moment that the action end up with a goal. So all the games are giving us opportunities, and for sure the one of last Thursday explained us something about the different level.
Let's go. Why did you bring Lucas Jette with the squad?
Yeah, because it's important to have some alternatives. We have some players that are not fully recovered from the game of Sunday, so we have to be ready for all the scenarios. And after, as already Davey mentioned, we are going to have a training session here on Friday morning. So it's a good opportunity to have everybody here, to have a decent number of players, to have a proper session.
The decision to register Matthäus, I can imagine, was not the nicest news for Jay Gorter. Did you have a conversation with him about it?
No, why should not be nice? Like I think the hierarchy in the goalkeeper part are very clear. Remco has been our number one. Matthäus came in as a number two, and Jay since the beginning of the season is the number three. When it was the moment for me to take the decision at the end of the market, I decided not to register Matthäus because I wanted to bring the other players in. So I think this one was a proof of my estimation for and the value that I give to Jay as a player, as a part of the group, after something a bit extraordinary, because of course an injury that will take the goalkeeper out from the pitch, like Remco, for 5 to 6 weeks, something quite big, and I think it's quite normal that we want to have all the players in the squad.
On Sunday, Bertrand Traoré replaced Bobby as the number 9. What kind of impact does that have on the style of play?
Yeah, of course they are different. Bertrand is a player that, by characteristics, honestly can do both in a very good way, because he's a good winger. He's a player that used to play also as a striker. Of course, he's a player that like to come more to play, to come a bit deeper to receive the ball. He likes to turn. He has more desire to turn and to face the opponent. Brian is a player that most of the time time look for the contact, but that in the last period for me he had also quite a lot of depth in the way of attacking the defensive line, and this is also a characteristics that Bertrand can bring to the team. So they are different, but both of them they are players that are of course adding qualities to our offensive action.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Francesco. Matthäus is already mentioned. He didn't concede any goals so far. And what do you like about him? And what does he bring to the team more than just keeping clean sheets?
No, he's another player that since the day one when he arrived, I mentioned the fact that he's a very experienced player. He was captain in Braga for many years, very solid and very complete, good with the feet, strong in the goal and defensively. A player that can bring calm to the defensive line. So he has many characteristics, and this was the reason why we decided to bring him here. And about what you mentioned, I wish he will continue as long as possible with this track record.
Yeah, it's almost a week since Remco got injured. He was really disappointed, of course. But how is he doing now? Have you spoken to him?
Yeah, of course, he's doing well. He's always in the toekomst to have his proper rehab process. He wants to stay with the team, close to the team as much as possible. In the meeting with the players during the breakfast and the lunch. So, as always, he's behaving as a leader of this group. As I said, the day after, in the night of the injury, he's a player that gave us a lot of things on the pitch, and I wish he will give us as soon as possible when he will be back with the team. And in this transition period, for sure, he's finding the way to help the team in a different way.
Yeah, last one. Of course, you hope to get through to the next round, but can going through to the next round affect the results in the Eredivisie, you think?
If we watch the historical track of the team, not at all, because we won all the games after the European match, apart of one. I think it's one of the highest track record in Europe. So far, I think the team was really good in managing the two competition with this approach of closing one chapter and opening another one. Of course, to play the amount of matches that we played is a really hard and demanding job for everybody, but we are paid for this one and we want to go, of course, as far as possible. We had really good memories in Europe and we are here to add one more.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Is er nog iemand met een vraag? Anyone else with a question for either Davy of Francesco? Nee. Bedankt voor jullie aanwezigheid en tot morgen dan.
Thank you.